History has long been written by those in power and can often overlook certain people. In today's video, we are going to be looking at history's forgotten women. Women who not only shaped nations but defied the odds and yet are largely unknown. Some of these women led armies, others ruled empires, and one even helped create an innovation that transformed society. By the end of this video, you will be surprised at how much influence they had, even if they have been largely forgotten. Our first forgotten leader takes us back to ancient Persia. Meet Artemisia I, a warrior queen who led naval fleets in the Battle of Salamis during the Greco-Persian Wars. A close advisor to Xerxes, she wasn't just a pawn. Her naval strategies were so brilliant that even her enemies, the Greeks, could not help but admire her tactics. But despite her incredible tactics and influence, she is often overlooked in the historical narrative. This is due to the fact that most of the sources on her are secondary and come from Greek historians who considered her to be a traitor due to her Greek descent. Also, Xerxes often dominates the narrative on the Persian side. Now, let's travel to 7th century China, where Wu Zetian became the only female emperor in the country's history. Wu Zetian rose from concubine to empress by gaining the favor of Emperor Taizong and later on his son Emperor Gaozong, eventually consolidating power through political alliances and strategic maneuvering within the imperial court. She took full control of the Tang dynasty and ruled as an emperor, a title reserved exclusively for men. Wu Zetian's reign was marked by political reform, military expansion, and support for Buddhism, which helped strengthen China's cultural and economic power. She also promoted talented individuals based on merit rather than their noble status, a radical departure from Chinese tradition. Despite her achievements, she was vilified in many historical accounts, often described as ruthless, though these portrayals may have been exaggerated to undermine her authority as a female ruler. Now, let's travel to the 19th century in the West African kingdom of Dahomey. Have you ever heard of the Agoge? Probably not. The Agoge were an all-female military regiment, warriors who fought against colonial forces. One of the most notable leaders of this group was Naui, an exceptional fighter who led her army into battle against the French in the 1890s. Naui led her troops in fierce battles, including the Second Franco-Dahomean War, where they fought to defend their homeland against superior French forces. Though ultimately overpowered by modern weaponry, Naui and the Agoge's bravery left a lasting legacy. Today, they are often cited as one of the few all-female armies in world history. And then there's Ada Lovelace, often hailed as the first computer programmer. Born in 1815, Ada worked on Charles Babbage's early mechanical general-purpose computer, the Analytical Engine. She wrote algorithms for the machine that were far ahead of her time. Ada's work helped lay the foundation for modern computing, yet her contributions are often overshadowed. She didn't just translate Babbage's notes, she expanded on them, recognizing that the analytical engine could do more than just crunch numbers. In her Note G, she wrote what is considered the first algorithm intended to be processed by a machine. Designed to calculate Bernoulli numbers, she also speculated that the machine could one day create music or art, foreseeing broader applications for computing. However, since the engine was never built in her lifetime, her contributions weren't widely recognized until much later. Now, let's go even further back in time to ancient Egypt. Meet Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs in Egyptian history. Ruling for over 2 decades, Hatshepsut didn't just maintain the throne, she thrived on it. Under her reign, Egypt enjoyed prosperity, extensive trade networks, and impressive architectural achievements. Her greatest legacy is perhaps the Temple of Hatshepsut at Deir el-Bahari, a stunning architectural feat that still stands today. Unlike most female rulers of the time, she took on the title of pharaoh, even depicting herself as male in statues and inscriptions to solidify her rule. But after her death, many of her monuments were defaced and her name was erased from official records. Why? Because her reign challenged the traditional norms of male leadership in ancient Egypt. Thank you for watching the video. If you want more stories like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I respond to every comment, so please leave one. Thank you and have a great day.